All right. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. I am Theanet Najla Abdul Haq. My husband is Lawrence Salim Abdul Haq. We've been married for 53 years. We have been Muslims since 1975. We were under the membership of the Nation of Islam. I have one son, which is Wali Abdullah Haq, and he was born 6669, and that was the year that I took my Shahada. I'm happy to say that I have been a Muslim and have enjoyed being a Muslim for these many, many years. We decided that we would leave from Bumfuka, which is where our family members live. Most of them are Native American on this side of the lake. A few of us found out that we too were Native American after we moved over to Slidell. We built this house that we're now living in when we came to Ozone Heights. After I married, well, let me back up a little bit. I'm was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, and after marriage, I moved over to Slidell, Louisiana, and we built this house in Ozone Heights. We had the bright idea that we would put our masjid in the community that we were living in, and so 2 blocks from here is the Slidell Masjid of El Islam, and we open our doors to the believers on Taqwa, and our doors have been opened ever since 1975 to all believers who wish to come and say prayer with us. We had believers in New Orleans, in Hattiesburg, in Baton Rouge, all the way into Mississippi, which is Columbus, Mississippi. There we have a community which is called New Medina, and they too are dedicated believers and still struggling with their community there. And we visit the different communities, and whenever we get together, we have our Eid celebration during Ramadan. We have birthday celebrations among the believers by the month that they are born in. We do have annual retreat where we go to Columbus, Mississippi to be with the believers there in New Medina. And we love visiting there because it takes us out of the busy cities and put us in the country, so to speak. And so we bring our children with us because it's open land. They have horses and cows and goats and what have you, so the children enjoy themselves a lot. And so we also have out-of-towners who come in and visit. So we've had visitors from New York and from Chicago and from Virginia and from Memphis and Tennessee, you name it, they have been to our community in New Medina. We also have a gathering for our graduates because in our following of being Muslims of the Al-Islam community led by W.D. Muhammad. He also opened up schools. He opened up businesses, and we have celebrations with our graduates when they get to the higher levels of education before they go off to college. And so we celebrate them, and we have some of them who have left us and have become doctors, have become lawyers, have become teachers, and you name it. We are part of the community as believers who are helping in this open society that we have. We as Muslims, Lawrence and I have did our journey to Hajj. He went in 1980, and then again he was willing to go with me when we made another journey in 1981, and that made a big difference in my life. We also had encounters as being the first Muslims in our families to have some of them to understand why we became Muslim and why we wanted to follow this belief that was led by Quran and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So some of them understood and some of them gave us a hard time, but we were able to survive a lot of that and continue to let them see us grow and become better Muslims over the years. My mother died in 2015, I think, and she was very understanding. My grandmother had passed, so she didn't know too much about it, and my father and mother were separated at that time. So I continued with my studies and graduated, went 2 years of college at Southern University. I then left there and decided that I wanted to work with my hands. So for a year and a half, I took the class in cosmetology and I became a beautician. So I have worked in the Slidell area since I've been over here doing hair, and I love it. And since then, I have retired. I've had a serious battle with cancer, and that has been going on now for about 4 years. And thank God I'm at a point where I'm surviving that, and so I'm doing pretty good. My son, Wally, we helped him through college, and he has finished 4 years at USM in Hattiesburg. He completed his studies at UNO in New Orleans, and he's now into electronics, so he's doing well. We have 6 grandkids. We have 3 boys and 3 girls, and they are all now in their teens, and so they're all doing what's best for them. And hopefully some of them will take Shahada and become Muslims too. I was trying to think of other things that I wanted to share with y'all, but I'm not a real talker, don't like to be in front of the camera, but we have met many believers from different countries, different places, like Pakistan, Iran, Ghana, West Africa, South Africa, Somali. And you go on Hajj and you see these same people. And they too, like our studies and our becoming Muslims here in the West. And they like to ask us a lot of questions about how we became Muslims and why we stuck with it as long as we have. And the bottom line is that you get tired of the lies that's being told in Christianity. And you become Muslim and you get the truth about all of what you had misunderstandings about. So we have enjoyed studying Quran, learning the Arabic, and following the messages and the prayers of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we are still enjoying that life. It has given us freedom, identity. It's just amazing how you get to a point where you say, well, okay, how did I miss all of this? But still you have people that are struggling